An ongoing case between ERIN Andrews and the JW Marriott is going on, and it seems to be making its way into pretty murky and shady territory, if you ask me. So we have a video to throw to first of ERIN Andrews' testimony, but we will discuss which direction this case seems to be going and what the JW Marriott are using in their defense. So let's take a look at that video.
I was just screaming that I was naked all over the internet and I didn't know what it was. And my dad was like, he thought I had been in a car accident. He's like, why are you screaming? And I'm just like, Dad, I'm naked all over the internet and I don't know what it is. And I don't know where I am. And it was, yeah, I even got a call from the hotel that I was staying at because they wanted to know if everything was okay because I was screaming so loud.
You know, she's always afraid somebody's going to touch her, get to her. I can tell you about the screaming. I heard her say, naked. I am naked, Dad. They've got me. I'm naked. I don't know what's going to happen. What's going to happen to me is I'm naked. What about my career? What about my life? And she was hysterical.
So as you can tell, it's pretty tough to watch there. So I want everyone to kind of just think about this rationally and watch the video through before we get to the points considering the defense and your issues on this. So let's get through to Andrew's quote first that she spoke of, specifically relating to ESPN and the claims that they made her do the interview to talk about this. So let's take a look at that. So this is from the Washington Post, and it says, because there wasn't an arrest, because we didn't know whether this happened, my bosses at ESPN told me, before you go back on air for college football, we need you to give us a sit-down interview, Andrews said. And that was the only way I was going to be allowed back. She continues. They were highly recommending it be GMA because ESPN and ABC are the same and they wanted it on GMA. But like my dad had said the other day, I didn't want it to be a 2-second thing. She continued, no, this is my life and I feel terrible about myself and we want to figure out how this happened. And then finally, I talked to, in brackets, Winfrey's producers. Andrew said, I told her I didn't want to do it, but this was the only way I was going to be put back on air. So Jason, before we get to the defense quotes, I mean, tough to read that. ESPN, as we know, not exactly in the best place in terms of their relationship with their sportscasters at the moment, and this doesn't look or bode too well for them. It seemed like they were more looking forward towards ratings rather than trying to get what one of their employees was stating.
I don't like that they had to put, that they felt they needed to put her an ultimatum, which was basically, you do an interview with GMA, Good Morning America, Winfrey, Oprah Winfrey Show, in case you need more context for that, but you have to do one of these sit-down interviews to really clear the air on all of this, and then we will put you back on the air. It's not really up to ESPN to make that decision for ERIN Andrews. Yeah. And why I got frustrated with it is all around the idea that this was not an easy time for her. And yes, the internet jumped on this in a second, like they will with any salacious sex tape-esque video. This wasn't a sex tape for her, it was just naked pictures. But I shouldn't even put the word just behind the words naked pictures because you can see from her testimony, you can see from her point of view that this was not an easy time for her and she just wanted to put it behind her.
Yeah.
So it just seems wrong, morally, ethically, and anybody at any higher upper executive to say, you do this interview or you don't get to talk about college football on the sideline anymore.
Yeah, and it seems that morality and the ethics seems to be lost a little bit in this controversial situation. So we look at the quotes from the defense. The JW Marriott are taking a route to try, right, so first of all, let's be honest, right? So like in a defense situation, we've seen some of the most shady examples in defense, I would say lawyers taking any sort of means possible to try and defend themselves, right? So this suits towards the Marriott.
To be fair, objective as we can, for the defense, they have to, whatever they can get a hold of, they will use to try to win their case.
Yeah, but
Doesn't
what
make it right.
What I'm going to say on this is even if they do win this case, in this argument, they're going to face a lot of backlash as a company for the reasons why they think this case is valid for them.
That was going to be my point. So let's go. There's 3 tweets we have in regards to the defense. And it says, Dedman, who's one of the defense on the JW Marriott side, now clearly trying to show that Andrews has been successful despite the viral videos, asking her to confirm, continues, endorsements for Reebok, Degree Deodorant, Florida Orange Juice, Mountain Dew. She's also in a commercial for Victoria's Secret, she says, and continues. ERIN Andrews agrees that she has thrived even after the viral videos were released in 2009. So, again, as you touched on, it's the defense trying to win a case.
Yeah.
Isn't the PR backlash for Marriott going to be a nightmare?
It's going to be
isn't
awful.
that just settle?
Yeah, and you settle, right? And the reason why this argument is taking place, right, is, and I'm going to say this rationally again, we know she's a good-looking girl, right? We know people are going to be like, oh, well, look, she's done this and she's done that from it. And it's because we're in this awful Kim Kardashian or post-Kim Kardashian era where people think that if you get naked and people take content from that and push it out, that you suddenly become successful, right? That is a specific case to Kim Kardashian where whether you believe that was staged or not, I don't really give two fucks. This girl in this example had her privacy invaded. She was just taken advantage of. She felt disgusted and disgraced as people just violated, again, her privacy, and the company, the JW Marriott, apparently, as the reports claim, knew of the room in which the violator was going to be staying in next to her, and that's why they're making these claims. So her argument is that I don't give a flying shit what happens to me after that, because I need to walk around with the guilt and the shame that someone was taking pictures of me and feel constantly petrified that someone might be taking pictures of me no matter what I've done. The same thing was with Jennifer Lawrence. Oh, she's a movie star. Who cares? She's just out there, these naked pictures. She shouldn't have been sending them. Bullshit. So people shouldn't be invading people's privacy just because they're a celebrity. Doesn't mean they want their naked pictures posted everywhere. Kim Kardashian is a unique source because she sends those pictures out, and she, in my point of view, it wouldn't surprise me how responsible she was for those tapes and those new pictures helping her fame get further, because she's probably okay with that. But that shouldn't mean that these celebrities in this example are all put into that same category. That ERIN Andrews, the only reason she got to the same reason of success is because those pictures helped her get there. It's a shady argument. I understand that they may make that argument to validate their case. And the reason why is because there'll be a male-orientated view out there that I understand I'm part of, trust me. Oh, she's naked, she's hot, man. Is it going to make me want to go and watch her more? No, it's because some pervert took pictures of it for people to see, and then since it's hindered her characteristics.
I was going to say, you're right. She's hot. She's a good-looking woman. Absolutely. She's also a talented reporter, sideline reporter. I mean, she's comparatively to some of the sideline reporting I've seen in my life, which we've had discussions on this medium before. I don't think the sideline reporter is all that important of a position, but you can make it your own. Craig Sager has done that. ERIN Andrews has done that. She's become a staple to college football. When you watch important college football games, you expect to hear the injury analysis from with a player leaves the field from someone like ERIN Andrews. And when you don't see someone like ERIN Andrews, you kind of go, well, where's ERIN? I want her back on the sideline. And I'm on her side, 110%. TYT Sports is on your side. The TYT Network is on your side.
Absolutely.
I wanted to continue with a couple things. One, she's not on trial against the guy who served, in 2009, 30 months of jail time. Yeah. And more information in the story basically comes down to is that this guy called the JW Marriott they were staying at, requested being next to ERIN Andrews, and the JW Marriott did nothing to inform ERIN Andrews.
That's our argument.
And just basic human decency, call up ERIN Andrews. We have somebody who's requested to stay in the room next to you. Do you know this person? Do you feel comfortable with this? Would you like your room to be changed? It ain't that hard. So that's why I'm on the whole side of settle this case, Marriott. It makes no sense as to what you're going to gain from this. You have the money, okay? You're a freaking hotel chain. You don't need to worry about the money.
Yeah, you're the JW Marriott. There's a reason. There's a reputation that comes with your name that you may. I think the lawsuit, I believe, is $100 million.
$75-ish million. So my settlement price in my lawyer head of mine was 16.8 million people reportedly saw the naked pictures. Yeah. That should be $1 for every person. $16.8 million, but I guess that's a lot less than she can get. So,
well, the thing is, for the money that they think they would lose from that is, I believe it's from my point of view, it's not going to be anywhere near.
Have you seen their prices?
It's not going to be anywhere near the damage that they'll face and the backlash, because the bottom line is, no matter what your thoughts are, like, no one deserves to be exploited. No one deserves for their name to be tarnished by simply some pervert going and taking pictures of it. And when it comes down to it, like, the morality should come out at one point. Like, it's rare when it's a defense case for someone defending someone, your jobs are being paid by that person to do it. Like, I would just think that the JW Marriott would be a little bit smarter in their defense and think, I think this is going to end up looking better for us in the long run if we were to stand against.
I would just love to be sitting in the boardroom with the JW Marriott lawyers and the executives going like, what do you have to gain from this besides a legal win which it's like a W on paper, but like, look what you're doing to yourself.
I agree.
Like, and my hope, the internet's a strong place, and hopefully it can rally behind ERIN Andrews, because what I would love to see is a nice hashtag trending on Twitter with a couple million tweets on something with a controversy with the JW Marriott, so we can make memes.
Yeah, I
and
agree.
make fun of them and make it more known that the Marriott, don't stay there. The Holiday Inn might be a better choice.
Yeah, the Holiday
Free
Inn.
Holiday Inn.
The Holiday Inn will not put a pervert next to you in your room. That
I'm
should be
opening
the
my
most-
own hotel brand. Our entire slogan will be, "We won't put perverts next to you."